Sup everyone, we're back with more Great Ace Attorney, let's kick it.
We were the only two people up on that roof deck. Dead or alive, I can swear to that.
If anything had happened where we were sitting, don't you think one or the other of us would have noticed?
In any case, neither of us knows the first thing about the victim. We had no reason to kill the man.
The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
If you're so sure the victim fell through the skylight, where's your proof?
Okay.
I must say that on listening to this testimony, it is somewhat hard to imagine.
What if he was thrown in before they got up there?
How either witnesses could have performed any malevolent act on this open rooftop deck, without the other noticing forthwith.
Yeah, you're not wrong on that.
That's right, you see.
We're innocent, I tell you! Although logically, of course, the argument falls down if the two of you were in collusion with one another.
What?
Eh?
According to investigations by Scotland Yard, the two witnesses share no common dealings.
Ha, well I don't trust coppers any more than I trust the stinking rich. Something doesn't feel right here. The trial is going in our favor, really. So why do I feel so uneasy?
Counsel for the defense, over to you. Your cross-examination, please.
Yes, my lord. Sorry. I was too busy having my own monologue. This guy's looking daggers at us. I think he wants to convict us. Type 2, press this statement right here. So at the time did the victim, Mr. Mason, climb up to join you on the roof deck?
Absolutely not, Dickon.
No question about it, he said. None at all. Oh, but yes, of course. I remember seeing them both. You know, I like how First is just repeating everything that Fairplay says. I saw the victim inside the enclosed cabin talking with this man here.
Is this true, Mr. McGilded?
Dear me, my lord, at the risk of repeating myself. I boarded the omnibus alone and nodded off inside almost immediately.
That's an outright lie. Without doubt, you were engaged in...
Let me stop you there, fella, and ask, do you have any evidence at all? At all? It is all about evidence in the courts these days, so it is. You do well to remember that. Damn. I like how First is just looking between these two as they're talking. I saw you with my own eyes! Oh wait, sorry. That was Fairplay that said that. This is going so well. Oh man.
Hold it!
Well, it was on the final run of the omnibus. At past 10 o'clock in the evening. It would certainly have been quite dark, perhaps too dark to see clearly?
Is this some kind of a lark?
Is this some kind of a joke, he said? Is that what this is? Or perhaps one or the other of you fell asleep briefly?
Are you fair dinkum, sir?
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say yes. Are you serious, sir? That's what he said. Oh. It's impossible, I tell you. I'm glad that First is here to translate into layman's terms.
I'd give you the keys to the vault if you could keep us asleep in that bitter cold. And if you did manage it, your eyelids would freeze shut and you never open them again.
That's extreme. It was extreme, I tell you. And we had to put up with it because this man had locked the door. Any true gent would have unlocked it and let me in when I knocked. I'm dreadfully sorry about that, young fella. But you see, I was away with the fairies and I didn't hear you at all. That's a lie. I saw you through the glass. You were talking to someone. I like how it just took the animation that he does, but it just paused it. Now, 'twas a cold night, so it was. People do be seeing things that aren't real in the cold. 'Tis hardly surprising. Seeing things. My voice cracked there. Sorry about that.
I believe we have reached an impasse here on this particular point.
You! Man, I guess you could say that he's first in for a fight. Eh? Don't take it personally now, lad. If I'm a suspect in this case, then 'tis only fair that you and the other fiend are too. Open and free competition is what a capitalist society is all about. Yay, capitalism. This isn't a competition I should like to be involved in, really. So, you have never met Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason before?
Oh, let me know. Not once. Never.
He never met the man before, he said. Never. And you, Mr. First, had no prior dealings with the victim, either. That's right, sir. Hatters don't have much to do with brickmakers, to be perfectly honest, sir. I mean, I don't know about that. This guy's hat is kind of patchwork, like your own. Like, look at his hat. And look at his hat. Like, I don't know. There seems to, like, there could be something there.
No, I imagine not. You see, how many different ways can I put this? Neither of us have the remotest connection to the gentlemen who were inside the cabin.
Hi.
Excuse me.
You got something again, Mr. McGilded. Yes, counsel. What can I be doing for you? Did the witness's last statement give you pause for thought somehow? Not the remotest connection, is that right now? I wonder.
What are you insinuating now?
Ah, Mr. Fairplay, 'tis been too long, so it has.
Huh?
If I'm not very much mistaken, I believe 'tis fast approaching, is it not? You're a payment date.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
You borrowed 20 guineas from me, sir.
At an unconscionable rate of interest. You tricked me. It's extortion.
Well now, is that a touch of begrudgery, is it? The sort of begrudgery that might motivate a fellow to pass his crimes off on another. And young Mr. First. Me, sir? What do you want with me, sir? You do be making hats for a living, do you not? That there top hat sliding about on your head, is that one of your own creations, is it? Oh, well, I'm still just an apprentice, you understand? I'm learning to find the perfect fit for whatever fine gent walks through the door. The perfect fit, is it? Well, 'tis a very distinctive design, so it is. Many customers like it, I tell you. They like a distinctive touch. Customers? Such as Thrice-Fired Mason? I was right. I literally just called that. Woohoo me. Oh. There was a photographic print of the victim submitted as evidence of form, my lord.
Oh, this you mean?
Yeah, look at his hat. I can't help thinking that the poor fellow's hat looks distinctly familiar, wouldn't you say? Oh! That's one of my hats. Aye, that it is. So it would seem the brickmaker was a customer of yours. The sort of customer, I'd wager, you could have had a wee quarrel with over the distinctiveness of the goods. Oh, no, sir. Absolutely not, sir. Well, there's really nothing more to add. It wouldn't be right to say that the two fellas here Haven't the remotest connection to the victim, you see. Hats off to myself, I guess you could say. And I bow. I rest my case. And my lungs, because this hurts.
You little weasel. Urgh.
I still can't find a good voice for fair play. He's better at this than I am. Gosh, Mr. McGilded has certainly been thorough in his research, hasn't he? Well, when you're as rich as him, I can imagine. Please don't let me... Please don't let me little interruption hold up the proceedings. I got an achievement called Hat Hunter for that one.
Hold it!
Let's go through this again. I just want to see if there's anything that happens from... This is about motive, and we had none. No motive. And well, that's not all, is it? Okay, that was a scene. The skylight was shut the entire time, I tell you. We couldn't possibly have opened it.
Hold it!
Are you quite certain about that? That the skylight was shut the entire time?
I'm going to lose my block with you in a minute.
Listen, we already lost a block maker. We don't need to lose a block as well. He's gonna lose his rag with you in a minute. That's what he said.
Take a look for yourself. Go on. You see? It's shut fast now, just like it was on the night.
So it is, of course. A fellow the size of Mr. Mason could likely break right through it, still and all.
What?
Just looking at the size of the tin, you understand?
Now you hold on there a minute, sir. The size of the tin means nothing. Not on its own. Let's consider the bigger picture here, shall we?
Let's stop biting our cane, shall we? I was riding the omnibus on another occasion when, well, I broke wind loudly. I shocked myself with it as it happens. Great to know that you farted once on an omnibus. Very, very good to know.
This is an unexpected confession, Mr. First.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I just mean to say, well, the point is, I tried to open the skylight, you see? But, just my luck, I couldn't make it budge. The stench was terrible. Everyone was looking daggers at me, sir. I went as red as rouge, I did.
Are you expecting me to sentence you?
Oh, no, sir. The point is, the skylight can't be opened. I tried and tried when I was inside the cabin. I knew it.
Excuse me.
It's time.
Do you have something to say about that, Miss Lestrade? Miss Lestrade.
It opens. The skylight. That is what we're talking about, right? Uh-oh. She's loading another one. All them skylights open dead easy. More easily than you can load that weapon? That's a lie, I tell you. Otherwise, when I broke wind, I can't do it from inside, you mug. Oh? Look, a few weeks ago I was up on the roof deck of one of them drags. And I had a great haul. I mean, I had purses coming out my ears.
Miss Lestrade, this is not the forum to be eulogizing on the subject of your criminal activities.
Well, anyway, I had a bit of a scare. When I lifted the last bloke's purse, he got wise to me. All four of them surrounded me so I couldn't up off the bus and leg it. So what I did was I used the skylight, opened the catch and jumped right through. What? Yeah, the catch for them skylights is on the top side. That's why you can't open them from the cabin. Yeah, I saw that an episode or two ago. There was a latch. The skylight opens from the roof deck?
Bailiff, climb up onto the roof of the omnibus at once and verify this witness's claims.
And voila. Voila. Oh, my hat. What, the one that's falling off your head? Say? Nice one, Gina.
So it appears that the street girl's statement is quite true.
I don't believe it. Skylight opens. And from the roof deck. Yeah, I tried to examine the latch, but the game wouldn't let me. Mr. Naruto. This could be the clue we've been looking for. You interrupted the good music, Judge. Prepare to perish.
Well, counsel for the defense, please continue with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. So, the skylight opens. Perhaps I should investigate for myself. Oh. Game told me to examine for myself. So the skylight was fastened shut before. But now the catch has been undone, we should be able to open it. You can certainly see inside the carriage through the opening, that's for sure. Yes, and there's a lamp in the enclosed cabin. Okay, I think I know what we have to do. So, let's go inside. And let's try looking up. Maybe that's what we gotta do. Da 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 da. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes, it does open very wide, doesn't it? Wide enough to kick someone like you through. Certainly, Mr. Naruto. Why someone like me? Are you planning to Susato toss me through the opening in the top? Ah! What is it? Look, just here, look at this. That's, without question, it's blood. Why would there be a blood stain in there? Surely, it can't be unrelated to the case, can it? Where's your proof? You want proof? Then you take it, nerd.
Objection!
On the night in question, the victim was fatally stabbed in the stomach. And immediately afterwards, the victim's body was pushed through the skylight into the cabin below. Those are the facts. And the irrefutable proof is the scene of the crime itself. Remains clearly visible in the omnibus that stands before us today in this very courtroom.
What? That's utterly humbug. More humbug. Oh, you can't possibly have any evidence.
No, you can't. I mean, we didn't do it, I tell you. It's impossible.
Irrefutable proof. Here in this courtroom.
Oh, we know something that you don't like. My lord.
I believe everyone would appreciate a little clarification here,
We got this.
Where exactly within the omnibus is this evidence to which you allude?
Yep. Scuba-da, beep-up, scuba-dee. Game tried to turn me around and trick me. That ain't gonna work. Oh, wait. Oopsies.
Got it!
Easy.
By Jupiters, is that blood? Urgh. Oh, humbug. Urgh.
This bloodstain proves two things. Firstly, when the incident occurred, the skylight of the omnibus was open.
What?
And secondly, the victim was already bleeding when he fell through the opening. Oh my! And so it follows that Mr. McGilded, who was inside the enclosed cabin himself at the time, cannot possibly be guilty of this crime. No! Man, if only I had a co-commentator for moments like that when multiple are screaming at once.
Hold it!
Wow, this dude has a unique hold it. But. I'll try to model my voice for him after that. But the blood could have sprayed from up there when the fellow was stabbed inside. The blood could have sprayed up there when the fellow was stabbed inside the cabin. And only found its way to that one particular spot on the skylight. Sure, and that would be very convenient. And let's keep it in mind that the skylight catch can only be unfastened from the roof deck. I myself wouldn't have been able to open it now, would I? Yeah, and he's also too short to reach it, even if it was inside. But, there's no way to know for certain, is there? If the gent really fell through the skylight, I mean. Why don't we have a good look at the floor of the cabin between the two seats, Mr. First? It's all too plain, if you see. There's the aftermath that shows the poor fella dropped from a fair height right there, so it seems. What? No! But it can't be. It's all lies!
Hold it!
Hold it.
Oh. Hold it! Hold it! My fellow jury members.
Man, I wish we got hold it earlier so I can properly model my voices after them.
I think you can agree that this is clear proof of the defendant's innocence, can't we?
I believe we can, yes sir. It's clear to me now where the filthy rubbish can be found in this courtroom. So, they thought they could pull the wool over my eyes, did they? She's typing fast.
I won't tolerate any of the guild's carriages being sullied with blood. I won't tolerate it.
Oh, I always knew that nice gentleman who gave us that delightful park couldn't have done such a thing.
On three then, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Objection!
Saw that coming.
Oh. A chilling performance, Mr. McGilded.
Oh, this man sounds pissed. Then again, it's because I voice acted him that way. Oh, and what would you be referring to there, Lord Van Zykes? Zykes? I don't know.
A bloodstain on the frame of the skylight. Such evidence is null and void.
What? Why?
For one extremely simple reason. That smear of blood never existed.
Was it planted?
Objection!
What are you talking about? It's there for all to see, and it's clearly blood.
Objection!
I personally attended Scotland Yard's investigation of the omnibus. The officers involved went over the carriage with a fine-tooth comb. So I can state with absolute surety, no such smear of blood existed in the carriage. At least not until this trial began.
But
are you suggesting, Lord Van Zykes, that the stain of blood was fabricated, my lord? Yes. And while this court has been in session,
it must have happened during the recess. What? What a palaver. I must say I didn't expect such crude reasoning from a prosecutor of your standing, Lord Van Zykes. But I'm Magnus McGilded, a fellow known all around the capital for his fine contributions to public life. I don't take kindly to slander, and I'll fight it to the bitter end. Even if it's rolling off the tongue of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Mr. McGilded, I realize that this is your first appearance in court as the accused. However, I am well aware of your involvement behind the scenes in a great many affairs of dubious nature. You're very adept when it comes to avoiding getting your own hands dirty. And each time it happens that a case you're involved in is investigated, you adapt the facts.
Adapt the facts? What does that even mean?
When you wield a fortune the size of Mr. McGilded's, however ill-gotten it may be, nothing is impossible. Tampering with evidence, manipulating the scene of a crime, bribing witnesses. And all while drinking my special brand of wine. The Kiss of Death. I toast your ability to concoct the most convenient of stories, sir.
Tut tut, Lord Van Sykes. This will not do, to be sure. Will it now, Counsel? Oh, no. I think it's fair to say this does all sound like a rather far-fetched excuse by a desperate Brit man. The blood on the skylight didn't exist, you say. But, if you will all cast your minds back, is it not true that the omnibus there has been in the courtroom the entire time? How could anyone possibly put a smear of blood in there without the world and his wife seeing? Isn't that right now, Counsel? It's true. The omnibus has been in full view the entire time the court has been in session. And not the entire time. The recess with the smoke grenade.
My learned friend. Here's to hearing your opinion on this matter in your own words.
As you wish. Could someone have tampered with the omnibus during this trial? If you're asking me, I think... Oh... Damn, what do I say here? Because I feel like I shouldn't lie. Like, the point is to find the truth, so... As a defense lawyer, it's my job to advocate for the defendant as best as I can. But still, I feel as though there's something even more important at stake here. You're the ancestor of Phoenix Wright, man. You gotta do what is right. There is no evidence to suggest that the defendant did as my learned friend suggests. However, in terms of having the opportunity to carry out the alleged tampering, there is one possibility.
Oh? Good gracious! Explain yourself, Counsel.
Miguel is gonna get pissed at us.
Yes, there is. It seems my learned Nepomuk's friend has no intention of running from this deceit. Deceit?
I'm sure everyone still remembers clearly. The recess that we were forced to take. As a result of the smoke grenade fired by the witness currently in the stand, Miss Gina Lestrade. Yep, that's what I was thinking. What is going on? Be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Cover your face.
They left, only the accused escaped, yada yada. And yeah. This is only like an episode or two ago.
The courtroom was filled with smoke, and everyone was thrown into confusion. All of us were made to leave this chamber. In that brief interval, under the veil of smoke and in all the chaos, it could have been possible to steal inside the omnibus. Damn, that was a dramatic point. Did you see that camera angle change? Ooh, boy. Miguel is gonna get pissed at us for this. I said it once, I'll say it again. I'm waiting for it. Oh, there it is. Are you wise? Oh, shit. What are you trying to pull, you rotten, feckless gouger? Feckless gouger? You're supposed to be defending me. 'Tis a wicked plot. 'Tis a plot to undermine me, so it is.
Objection!
Whatever you think this is, it changes nothing. The facts are the same. After this courtroom was evacuated early as a result of the smoke grenade, a number of inconsistencies materialized in relation to the omnibus.
Yeah. The stuff underneath the seat, they got removed as well.
Inconsistencies such as, to start with, the storage compartment underneath the rear passenger seat, like I just said.
Yep, there was stuff in there before the recess.
When the police investigated the omnibus, this compartment was full of the driver's items. Secondly, we have the smear of blood on the edge of the skylight.
My question is, who bled in order to have that placed there?
As I have said, this was not present at the start of the trial this morning. Unfortunately, Lord Van Zykes, no one is able to corroborate your claims.
That's true. When the omnibus was first wheeled out, both the storage compartment and the skylight were shut.
Accordingly, I'm afraid to say we cannot establish with any certainty if this evidence is the result of tampering or not.
I mean, we saw it too, but...
Indeed, my lord, no doubt there was not a single person who saw fit to verify such things.
What do you think? Sorry? About the omnibus. Is there anything else unusual about the omnibus? Well, I feel like if we're given the option, there probably is. My lord?
Yes, counsel.
There is one further inconsistency. A mark that surely could not have been present at the start of the trial.
What?
What in the devil's name are you trying to say now? If you dare betray me, a little maggot, you better start watching your back.
Silence, McGilded. The court awaits the defense's clarification.
Van Zykes is actually working with us on this. This trial keeps swinging one way and then the other. I have no idea what's the truth and what's deception. And that's why we gotta work through this. What am I supposed to believe here?
I shall have to ask you to elaborate, counsel.
I don't think I've gotten a single thing wrong. Oh no, wait, I got one thing wrong.
Where exactly is this alleged mark that you claim appeared at some point during the trial?
Let me save just in case. I probably should have cycled saves, but whatever. Okay. Legend mark, a legend mark. We already saw the blood. Well, this blood is dried. Wait, this blood is dried. This blood... Wait a second. Okay, this blood is lighter colored than this. Wait a damn second.
Got it!
I think it must be this mark here. Oh, I was wrong.
If you mean the mark of sweat around your collar, that has certainly gained prominence over the course of proceedings.
You're not wrong.
It would appear you are clutching at straws in desperation, counsel. As evidenced by your abundant perspiration.
It's a cold sweat, my lord. So close, Mr. Naruhodo. Something that Lord Van Zykes appear not to have noticed. That's the correct answer here. Okay. Okay, let's open this. Seat looks reasonably soft, but it's actually rather hard when you sit on it. And only just wide enough for two gentlemen to sit side by side, really. Of course, an English gentlewoman would be dressed in such finery. It would be quite impossible for her to climb up to the roof deck, so she would have to be seated in here. A woman in a kimono would have the same problem. Women's clothes are very impractical, aren't they? Yeah. What options do I even have? Not that. What about... No, not that. There's gotta be something else. It's in here somewhere. Sorry if this is taking a while. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed sometimes. Oh, it wasn't the blood stain. That's blood, isn't it? This blood stain is so obvious, and yet Van Zykes has made no mention of it. Oh, that's it.
Got it!
If we consider the victim fell through the skylight onto the floor of the cabin, you would certainly expect to find signs of blood where he landed. But as far as I recall, this bloodstain on the cabin floor was not there when the omnibus was first brought into the courtroom. I didn't even notice that. Good lord.
Yes, I do believe you're correct, Counsel.
I didn't even realize that. Where did he get all this blood? Assuming McGilda's the one that set this all up. Where did he get this blood? Did he kill a different person in order to plan all this? Or did he, like, gut a pig or something?
Well said. Although, as advocate for the defense, one might say that was a very careless slip of the tongue.
I believe that bloodstain on the floor is a decisive piece of evidence. But if the question is whether that evidence is genuine or whether it was unlawfully fabricated by someone, I feel compelled to admit that there is at least a possibility that the evidence is fake. Oh, shit. Yo, I can't wait for McGilda to frickin' get Omega pissed at us and call us a slur or something. I wouldn't be surprised. Arrgh! Oh, God. Oh, no. This trial is over. Mr. McGilded? I've done everything I possibly can to cooperate with the court, but 'tis all over now. But you're the defendant. 'Tis over, I tell ya. Oh, he is pissed. My man is... His freaking hat's about to turn into a volcano and start spewing smoke. Memory, recollection, what people think they saw. 'Tis all a nonsense. Facts are what counts. And the fact is that bloodstain is there. Now. Well... And over the course of this desperate trial, long and extremely drawn out as it has been, that good-for-nothing Reaper of the Bailey has failed to present any decisive evidence at all. I'm scandalized, so I am. I thought better of Lord Von Zykes. Well, my lord...
I must concur with the defendant. The unaffirmed recollections of an individual cannot stand as evidence. At this moment in time, the particular bloodstain in question is very much in existence. And in the absence of any credible method by which to prove its alleged previous non-existence, I regret to say that it would be improper for this trial to continue.
Your lordship can't be serious.
Lord Van Zykes, what is your position? The prosecution, my lord, has no further witnesses or evidence to present.
Really? So what, is this guy gonna get off scot-free?
Very well. In that case, as I believe we have explored every possible avenue in this matter, I shall proceed to my adjudication. As a formality, I am of course obliged to confirm with the defense first.
What formality? As things stand at the moment, it would seem that Mr. McGilded will be found not guilty.
Yes.
Which would mean we've won. Is that really the right outcome here? Is it really alright for the trial to come to an end now with all these unexplained inconsistencies?
Counsel for the defense, your closing statement, please.
Okay. Well, he's probably gonna get not guilty anyway, so I might just tell the truth on the matter on how we feel. Yes, my lord. The defense believes... You know what? I'm gonna play the respectful thing. Screw you, jerk. I am here in this courtroom today to advocate for the defense of my client, Mr. McGilded. However, at this moment in time, I cannot in all good consciousness attest fully to the defendant's innocence.
What are you saying, man?
Yo, I just want to see this man lose it, even... Without any question, there is no conclusive evidence to prove that the defendant is guilty. However, there is also no conclusive evidence to prove that he is innocent.
Good gracious me!
Holy shit.
Order! This is unprecedented behavior, counsel. A defense lawyer calling the accused's innocence into question. Are you of sound mind?
Oh, this man's going crazy over here. It was a grand decision to appoint you as my lawyer, so it was. A grand decision. What? I must say I didn't expect quite an exciting spectacle at the end there, but still. Here, have this for your troubles. Your job here is done, fella, and some fine work you've done, so you have. What do you mean? 'Tis just as the right honorable gentleman so succinctly put it afore. The trial can't go on anymore. And your closing statement there was, how do you put it now, nothing more than a formality. This bastard. I can't do a good laugh, it's nighttime. Can't do a good evil laugh.
Well, I really don't know what to make of I don't really know what to make of all this. Was the evidence we've seen genuine, or was it fake?
His lordship would be fuming. Any unsightly rubbish should be disposed of promptly, as I said. The stinking rich are always guilty of something. You mark my words. I feel terribly ashamed that I ever doubted that lovely man who gave us a lovely park. Well, I guess the ladies decided on that.
Now that proceedings have unfolded in this way, I am compelled to declare a premature end to this trial. Furthermore, the court must accept the defendant's plea.
I thank you kindly, my lord.
I hereby pronounce the verdict of this court.
Objection!
But we haven't determined if the bloodstain is in the omnibus is genuine or not. We don't know if these witnesses are telling the truth or a pack of lies. We have no idea about the truth.
Lord Van Zykes, my lord, the case made by the prosecution was flawed, plain and simple.
I feel bad for this man, honestly. Same with Ryunosuke. Both... This is a loss for both sides, not gonna lie.
If indeed the omnibus presented as evidence was tampered with, the prosecution is at fault for allowing such a disgraceful perversion of justice to take place. My sincerest apologies, my lord.
Objection!
But, wait! When we were evacuated from the courtroom, Lord Van Zykes ordered the evidence to be secured.
I'm afraid that the prosecution cannot shun responsibility in this matter.
That's so unfair!
The culpability of the defendant has not at the present time been established by this court. Consequently, the jury will not be required to proffer judgment.
What? Well, Lord Van Zykes, it's been a pleasure, so it has. And as for you, my dear fella, I couldn't have asked for a better defense.
Do you mean to tell me this has all been a grand waste of time?
'Tis the law of the land, my good man. If you'd like to pursue this matter further, you can always go ahead and try to change the law.
Magnus McGilded.
Good grief. You have more to say to me, have you?
Just one thing. A warning.
I just want to say one thing up first. I just want to say this music's real good. New song, very good. I like the... what do you call that instrument? The clacking. Calcettas? I don't know.
This is far from over.
Well, something to be looking forward to, then.
I hereby pronounce the defendant, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not guilty.
I like the lack of cheering. It's all just pandemonium despite this. I can't believe it!
This is an outrage. They should have examined the evidence more.
What are you talking about? The man's been cleared. He's innocent. There is a lot of conflict over this trial. Well, I mean... Oh, man. With the courtroom in pandemonium for the second time that day, the judge delivered his verdict. And my first ever trial in Great Britain came to an abrupt end, with the defendant being found not guilty. Ostensibly a victory for us. Ah. 18th of February, 5:14 p.m., the Old Bailey Defendant's Antechamber. Well, now that the trial has concluded, I think that's a good place for us to end off. Next time on Great Ace Attorney, we'll see what happens after the outcome here. I mean, hey, we beat... freaking... whatchamacallit. Male Strongheart gave us a... He demanded that we win a case in order to stay in London, so I guess on the bright side we get to stay. But yeah, next time on Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, we'll see the aftermath of the trial. Maybe we'll head on to Chapter 4. I don't know. This is a weird place to end, but I don't know how long it's going to last. So yeah, see you all next time. Adios, ciao, and bye until next time. Signing off. Ja, mata ne.